Tell me what happened the first night of the accident.
The night of the accident, I was at my girlfriend's house. We had some friends over. Everybody was hanging out. They were drinking beers, and there was some Xanax. And I decided to not do anything at that moment. I didn't drink a beer. I didn't eat a Xanax. I didn't smoke any pot. I didn't do anything. I was just enjoying myself. For one time in my life, I was just enjoying being there and hanging out. And it was time to go home. So I got in my truck and I went home. And when I come home, what I have to do, protocol, is go knock on my parents' door, say, "Mom, Dad, I'm home." Okay, well, that's it. And I get to go to my room. No questions asked. No look at me in my eyes to see if I'm high. Not paying attention. First mistake. Your kid's coming home at 11 o'clock. You should at least have a conversation with him, ask him what he did, and look in his eyes. You know, that's a great way to preventative maintenance things. Well, after that, I went into my room. I'm hanging out there for a minute. I said, I'm not done hanging out. So what I did is I went and got one of those Xanax bars and I broke it in half and I ate half of it and I said, I'm going back to Martin County. So I snuck out of my house, went in my truck. On the way there, I was listening to a song by Rick Ross, Cross That Line, and that's the last thing I remember. And then I woke up in the hospital to my mother crying, with my legs all bandaged up, with IVs hanging out my arm. And my mom says, "You just killed somebody, Michael." And I said, "Wait, what's going on? I don't know. I can't understand what you're saying, Mom. What's going on?" I started crying. She goes, "Michael, you got in a bad car accident and you killed somebody." And I passed out. I woke up some hours later. My mom tells me again, and she goes, "Michael, the police officers took blood from your arm and they're checking it right now to see if you had narcotics or alcohol in your system. Is there anything you want to tell me?" I lied. I said no. I said, "Absolutely not, Mother," which is an absolute lie.
What happened to you when you left the hospital?
After I left the hospital, the doctors told me right before I left the surgeries that I underwent and that I'm gonna need to do physical rehabilitation because I'm not gonna be able to walk. They put me in a wheelchair, and my dad, with a very grim face, he didn't really know what to say to me, and he just rolled me out to his car. They helped me get in the back seat. I got 6 screws in my right ankle, a screw in my left foot, and we ride home in complete silence. I get out, they put me back in the wheelchair. They drag me up my stairs into my house, roll me up. I go sit in there, and I had some friends come over just to check on me, and I was in a sense of despair. I did not even know where to start. And the next week after that, I went back to school at Jupiter Christian School.